What's up guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I want to show you how to do or how to subdivide a piece of land into equal parts using ArcGIS. Let me just open up this survey plan. You can see that there are two parcels of land that are defined using the corner landmarks or the corner beacons. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine these two by plotting only the 4 points, MX1, TL6, TL9, and MX4. And then, so I'm going to do that with the help of coordinates that we have been provided here on the coordinate list. You can see that we have the northings and the eastings, and then we have the values of those. And then you can see that the coordinate system that is being defined here is UTMs on that 7 north south, and then the units are in meters. So that's enough to actually help us plot the boundary of these two as one, and then subdivide that particular parcel of land into 7 equal portions. So I already have that. I already have the coordinates plotted or typed. I have already typed them in this Excel file. In order to import this one into ArcGIS, we need to convert that into a CSV file. So just click on Files, go to Save As, and then I'm going to save it in the same location where I have that Excel file. And then, but you can choose a different location. The name is going to remain the same. What I'm going to change is the file type. I'm going to change from Excel sheet into CSV. So I'm going to choose CSV comma delimited, but it can also work with text tab delimited. For this case, let me just choose comma delimited and then click save. Now our data is in CSV, and this one cannot open in ArcGIS while it's still active. So I need to click or to close it, and then the next step, I'm going to open up the ArcGIS software. For you to add data, just click on add data button, and then navigate to the location where you have your CSV file. What we're doing, we are plotting the northing and easting, so click on CSV and then add. You can see now on the table of contents we have CSV data added, and nothing has been displayed on the screen. So we need to go extra mile to define the points so that you can display the XY values. In order to do that, just right click on this CSV and then go to display XY data. So you need to define your data. You need to tell the ArcGIS that this column is northing, this column is easting, and this one is name. So the X value or the X field should be easting. So easting is X value, and then northing is northing, it's Y value. Since we don't have the elevation, the field, the Z field will remain the same, or will remain as default. And then we need to define the coordinate system, and we saw that on the survey plan we have been told this data is in UTMs on 37 south. So I'm going to define that in here. I'm going to choose ARC 1960 UTMs on 37 south and click OK. So click OK again. Sorry about that, just click OK. I don't know why this error keeps on popping, but it should. So click OK. Now we have, you can see now we have the points here, and these points are in, we need to convert them into shapefile. So click on these points, right click, and then click data and go to export data. We need to work with shapefile. So this file type should be the shapefile, but before we do that, let's navigate to where we want to save the shapefile. I want to save them in here, then give it a name, just a simple name like points. This file type is shapefile. You might find that yours is in this file and personal geodatabase, but for this case it's shapefile. And click save, click OK, and add the shapefile. So now that you have the shapefile, don't need this Excel data. I'm going to remove it. So let's have a few changes on these points. I'm going to change the symbol. Then let me reduce the size to 10, and this color I don't think is quite good. I'm going to change that to purple, like so. And then let's have them labeled. So right click on points, go to properties and choose labels tab, and make sure that you select this first checkbox, and then the label field should be should select the correct field. For this case I'm choosing stations. That's the field that contains the names of my points, and the name should have a color that matches the points. I'm going to also select the purple, and then font size I'm going to increase to 10, and then click apply and click OK. Now we have the points that correspond to this survey plan. The next step is to create the parcel. But before I create a parcel, let me just have this work saved, because if something happens and then you have not saved your work, you'll end up starting afresh. So let me name it as land subdivision, like so, and then click save. Now you can proceed to creating parcel. Now we need to open up a catalog. You can open catalog by clicking on the Windows tab and then click catalog. You can also just find it at the top here, catalog. I have mine pinned on the right sidebar, and then I'm going to navigate to where I want to create. So I'm going to create a file geodatabase inside this folder here. So in order to create a file geodatabase, just right click on that for particular folder, go to new and choose file geodatabase. So give it a name. I'm going to say land subdivision, like so. Click enter, right click again. This time round we want to create feature datasets. So feature dataset, let me say parcel, and then click next, choose the correct coordinate system, click next, just choose everything default. So inside this parcel we want to create a parcel using a parcel fabric or parcel editor. Just right click on it, go to new. What we want is parcel fabric. Click on it and then give it a name like, let's say, plots. We're subdividing the parcel into plots, so click next. Everything leave as default and click finish. And then just give it time so that we can have a parcel created. Not necessarily created, but you can have now tools to create parcels. So if I zoom out a little bit, on the table of contents, you can see now we have the plots, the parcel, and the dataset then plots. At the bottom of this, you can see we have parcel. So in order to create a parcel, we are not going to use a shapefile as normal, but we are going to use is parcel editor. So in order to find the parcel editor tool on the editor, or if you're not seeing editor, just right click at the top here just right click, and then you'll find editor here. The same, alternatively, you can just click on customize and then go to tools and select editor, just like that. And then under editor, just click on this arrow and then go to more editing tools and select parcel editor. So you can see that all the tools inside parcel editor tool are grayed out. They are not active. It's because we are not in editing session, and we need to do exactly that. Just click on it and then click start editing, then click on the shape on the parcel, and then OK. Now you can see that everything is almost everything is now activated. The next step is to just create a new parcel. So the new parcel tab is the second one inside the parcel editor. Just click on it, and then you can see that the moment you click that, the parcel details windows opens up, and you click on the first one, go to the second one. Oh, sorry about that. Let me show you. Just right click and make sure if yours is not working, make sure that you right click anywhere and then click on digitizing mode. Make sure that this digitizing mode is activated. If I deactivate it, you can see that if I try to click here, nothing happens. So you need to right click and then click digitizing mode for you to have these lines. Click next, all round like so, and then you can see now we have the details here. So what we need is to click on keep and join. So the moment you finish digitizing your parcel, at the top of this parcel details window, click on keep and join. Don't forget that. And then so make sure that the first red radio button is checked, and then click join, and immediately you're going to have your parcel. So you can now close that, save edits and stop editing like so. Now you can see we have our parcels. You can see the parcel is ready. Then just right click. We want to move these labels of points a little bit outside. So just right click on parcel, go to properties, and go to labels, go to placement properties. So under placement properties, click on conflict detection. Lightweight, make it medium. Feature weight, make it medium, and make sure that you select this place overlapping labels. Click OK, click apply, click OK, and you can see now the point labels have moved a little bit outside. Okay, so now that we have this parcel, we want to subdivide it into 7 equal parts. So in order to do that, first of all, inside the parcel editor, click on this arrow and then start editing. What we are editing is parcel. Make sure that you select the parcel and click OK, and click inside the parcel that you just created or the parcel that you want to subdivide, and then right click on it. Right click on it, and then you can see we have parcel division. Click on parcel division, and we said you can see divide this parcel. You can have into equal widths. You can have by proportional area. You can have into equal areas. But this one you need to have to be specific. You want each parcel to have a specific area. Since I did not compute that, I'm going to use by proportional area. The software will actually calculate, will subdivide the land into equal proportions based on what you have, based on the parcel that you have provided for it. But for equal parts, you need to do yourself. It's more or less like proportional, but this one now, you first of all calculate the area, the total area, and then you yourself calculate the subdivide. Let's say you divide the total area by the any amount of portions that you want to divide, let's say 7, and then you specify inside here that you want each parcel to have this amount of area. Since we don't have time for that, we're going to choose proportional area, and then we said we're going to have 7 parcels, and then split line bearing. Split line bearing is like frontage line. You specify, let me open up this. This parcel, we're going to specify our split bearing as 56. So it's going to split this parcel by the bearing of 56 degrees going downwards from north to south. So let's say, let's first of all, from now you can see the split bearing is 0 by default, and the starting from there, we have been given either east or west. So if you want north to south, you can choose that, let's say 180, and then like 7. So not necessarily, let's say 146, like so. And let's say if you change the bearing here, it's supposed to change this one. Now you can see if you specify 90, you can see now we have north to south, and ours is from north to south, but let's specify the bearing as 56. So we want our lines to run in that direction, 56 degrees. You can see it's here, 56 degrees. So we're going to specify that, and then it will decide whether it's north or west. So 56 degrees. Let's see, 56 degrees, and then here you say it is 7. Now so let's run it from north to south. Let's try and click OK and see the results. Okay, now we can see now we have the our parcels now are running from north to south in 56 degrees bearing split. You can see the parcel details. You can scroll and see that everything looks good. So since now that looks good, we're going to save edits, and I'm going to stop editing. Now we have the parcel here. If you open up the attribute table, go to attribute table, you can see you have toward the end is the last actually feed. You can see the shape area. You can see the areas are equal. So let's convert this one to export this one to shapefile. Just right click and then go to data and then export data. Go to navigate to where you want to store your data, and then let's say subdivided parcel, like so, and then click OK. Yes, we want to add that. So if you minimize that, you can see, and then we need the lines. you can see this polygon. We need the line so that you can label the distances, each distance, each vertex, as you can label the distances. In order to do that, we are going to convert, let me just leave this, or should we give it that color? I think it's that looks quite okay to me. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to take, as I said, we are going to convert this polygon to, let's minimize this. I'm going to convert this one to lines, polygon to lines. For you to do that, open up the toolbox. So it's at the top here, but mine I've pinned it here. So just click on this and then go to data management tool, go to features, and then feature to lines. Double click on feature to line. So feature to line, input feature should be this one that we've just created here. Let me minimize that first. Should be this one, subdivided, the shapefile one, not this one, not parcels. So select subdivided parcel, or whatever that you've called, the name that you've given to your parcel shapefile, and then the output folder, I'm going to store it in the same folder as the where I'm working from. So let's say boundary lines, like so. I click save and click OK, and you can see that it's running. So let's give it time to convert the polygon to lines, but the lines will remain. So you can see now we have the lines. Let's change that the symbol for lines. Let's increase the width to 1.2 and then the color to something like red, like so. Now we can see we have our lines in red. So I don't think we need this one here. I can just have them removed. Remember to save. So we want to label, first of all, we want to label the acreage so that you can see how much is each and every parcel. So right click on subdivided parcel of land and then go to properties, and then right click and then go to open attribute table. So we have it here, but let's have, this one is in meters, let's have another field. Click on this option tool, or what I think it's called option tool, and then go to add field and give it a name like area. So the data type should be double, then okay. You can see now we have, click on it, right click, go to properties, let's say in hectares, the alias will be in hectares, and then let's reduce that to 4, round that to 4 decimal places. Let's have our values rounded to 4 decimal places, and click OK, click apply, click OK. Now so for you to do any calculation, be it length or area, I said the moment you need to have your shapefiles in projected coordinate system. So make sure that if you're having a problem or trouble trying to create area or finding or querying the area, just know that you need to convert the coordinate system to projected. Make sure that your shapefiles projected coordinate system. So we want to have this populated. Just right click at the top and then go to calculate geometry. Just click yes. We're going to calculate the area. So use the coordinate system, yes. And then we want the area in hectares, like so. And then click OK. Click yes. Now you can see each and every parcel is 1.5094 hectares except for the first one. And that's because this, if we highlight this, if we highlight the first one, you can see it's the total acreage. So it did not delete the moment we subdivide this piece of land. It did not get rid of the original parcel. So what I can do, just let me so long as I have it highlighted, let me export it as a different shapefile. So export and say original parcel, like so, and click save. Click yes. Let's see, let it have a different color. Okay, so we can just have it brought down. Let's drag it below the subdivided land and check it. Now we said we want start editing. So if you select this, if you check on these lines, you can see that you cannot have, the moment you start labeling the length of these segments, you can see that it's going to calculate the whole of this. So we need to split each and every, make sure that each and every segment or line is independent of each other. So let me just stop that. So we are going to split that. In order to split these lines, go to, again, open the Arc Toolbox, go to Data Management Tools, go to Features, and near bottom you see that split line at vertices. We have split line at points. We want split line at vertices. Just double click on it and then add subdivided parcel, not subdivided parcel, we are boundary lines. So we're going to split the boundary lines and we're going to give it a name, split boundary lines, like so, and click save. Click OK. Give it time to run. So we have that. Let's change that one to have 1.2 width. The color should remain the same, red, like so. Now if you start editing session and try to click on it, you can see now we have line independently. So you can now have the distances. So in order to reduce the confusion here, let me just remove this one. Just right click on split boundary lines that we just split and go to open attributes. We're going to create another field for distances, just the same way we created the ones for areas of each parcel. Click on these table options, go to add fields and say length, or just distances, like so, and the data type should be double. Click OK. So you can see we have the distances here. Click on it, right click, go to properties, click on numeric so that we can reduce the decimal places to 4. Click OK. Not 4. Distances should have 2 decimal places. Click OK, apply, and OK. Right click again on this header and then go to calculate geometry. So the property here is length, and then in meters, make sure that it is meters, or you can choose feet if you want. So click yes. You can see we have the distances. So now that we have distances, let's first of all have the areas label. Click on subdivided parcels, right click, and then go to properties. Make sure that it's checked, and then we are going to have, let's select area in hectares, and then on the right tab there is this expression. Click on it. Say delete that, select and delete, choose okay, so it's there, it's all right. So we want to have it customized. We want to say we want to concatenate so that you can have a proper definition. So under the parser, choose Python, and then this one, the field is, let's say we want to add a text, so double quotes and then type area equals to, and then space, click plus. This concatenation, a normal concatenation in Python, so should not worry about it. But if you are comfortable, you can just select area and then have it labeled. First of all, let's just apply, and then bold, choose 10, change to red, apply, and then placement, go to placement and select try horizontal, then straight. Okay, apply. Okay, so if you want to have it this way, it should be alright. So first of all, we can see we still have 10 there, 10 hectares. Let's have it removed. Go to attribute table, and then make sure that you are in editing session. Click on editor, start editing, and then select the first column, not the header, the first row, and then click delete selected. So save edits, stop editing, like so. Now you can see we have if you want to have this kind of label like that without having to add anything, that's all right. But we can go an extra mile and click properties so that people can know what those values are. So go to expressions and say you want to concatenate the parser. You can use VB script. I'm going to use Python, and say I want to have area equals double quotes plus area plus space in hectares approximate. Like so. So if you verify, this is how this label is going to appear. So I'm going to click OK, click OK, apply, and OK. You can see now labels look beautiful. Now the second step is to have the distances labeled. For you to do that, go to split boundary lines, or the lines that you split in the previous steps, a couple of steps back. So right click and then go to properties. Check the first checkbox, label features in this layer. Let's increase that to 9 or 10. Let's make it 10 and see how it looks. And then we're going to change that to, let's now have a different color, something like pink. Apply. So okay, nothing appears. It seems that we've not calculated the the distances. So we have the distances. So I think we chose the wrong field. Right click and go to properties and select not name, choose distances, apply. Okay, you can see now we have distances. Let's have them inside. Let's try and make them above and below and parallel. So I think that's fine. Click OK, apply. The offset, let's have the offset, or just leave it as it is. Apply. Okay, so you can see now we have the distances labeled and we have the area labeled. So that's how you can have you can subdivide a piece of land into equal pieces of other small lands using ArcGIS. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, especially if you're doing survey or GIS, and see you in the next tutorial.